Hi friends, welcome back. I know this place is a little bit crowded, but let me show you guys what I have achieved so far. So I have been using these hematite beads as well, just a little bit, not a lot, but I'm still holding on to that. So I made this beautiful dangles with 26 gauge wire. I would suggest 24 gauge wire is the best one, but I don't have it in the antique copper color. So I wanted something in antique copper color, so I chose this 26 gauge wire. I doubled it up nevertheless. These heart shaped leaf beads is the one that I'm looking forward for. I just cut myself about like 4 inches or so. 3 to 4 inches would be good enough, and then you just insert it inside the leaf. Add one of the hematite bead on the top where the part is indented, not the flat one. So take these two wires up and then crisscross on the top and just pinch it in the top so that these two are on the same side. As you guys can see, just hold it with your round nose pliers, bend it at 90 degrees, reposition it, make a loop just like that, and then go ahead and wrap it a couple of times. As long as you have the wire, you can snip the excess off just like so. Make sure the hematite bead sits on top of the leaf. Just snip it off and then carefully tuck the tail in. It's important you do that. Even though it's 26 gauge wire, it might hold on to clothes and stuff. So that's the dangle that I made. So very pretty easy dangle. As I said, if you have 24 gauge, you can use that, but I had only 26 gauge in the color, so I used those and made all the dangles. So we have 5 of these beads in the box, so I utilized all 5. And then stringing wise, what I did was I just strung all the crystals in different colors. I just strung in one single one. First I thought I will just cut it, so I made this lavender thing and then I cut it, but then I realized not all the strands are the same size. This green was much shorter than the rest. I had more purple. This big green is also long, but this coin shaped beads was less. So what I did was I strung everything continuously like that. So I thought once I string it, then I will cut it based on how it comes out. So for this, what I'm gonna do here is take a couple more strands of my spool so that I can push everything down because I need space now. So I just separated this final big green English cut beads is where I'm gonna add the dangles. Okay, so what I did was I separated these beads into two. So this is one part and this is the other part. The other part I'm stringing in. So about say in the middle, I will come and then I'll let you guys know how I am going to add these dangles to it. But other than that, all I'm doing is stringing with just the seed beads. So it's if you have a small container like this container, I bought it from Dollar Tree. It's very helpful. It's transparent on the bottom and you have something to write on. If you have a Sharpie marker, permanent Sharpie, you can write it down. So this one is very useful for me, and there is 10 box in for $1.25, so it's much more economical as well. So it's very easy to actually thread in the beads if you have a container like this, especially the seed beads. You just go in, scoop it up like this. See, it comes out. Sometimes more beads comes in one scoop, sometimes one. See, 2 beads comes. So that's it. You can just add the beads, and then just like this only I'm adding all the I'm stringing all the beads like this. It's easy to scoop and then string, scoop. See, if there is 2, just leave 1 down and then continue stringing. Easy ways of stringing, because we want only 1 bead, so it's pretty easy to scoop it up. Just make sure you hold this strand a little bit long, and it's easy. It serves as like a needle, so there we go. Sometimes couple of them comes. Make sure you have only 1 bead in between. If there is extra, it's easy, you can just pop it and then take it out, but if one is not there, then you will have to restring it again. So now I have 5 beads left in half of my strand, right? So this point, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to add one of the dangles. Okay, just like so. I made the dangles with the loop facing perpendicular to the bead, so it sits perfectly. So I add one more bead right here. Okay, and then add one more, because we need gap for the next one. Maybe one more too. Right, now add the second dangle. Kind of like that distance right there. Let's see. So okay, it's okay if there is a little bit of a difference here. I took one from the other side, so okay, 3 crystals in between, and that's what we are doing. These English cut beads are beautiful. Then one more dangle. Make sure the way it's facing is proper. So final one. See, then I'll continue stringing all the beads with separated by the seed beads, Then I'll come back and show you guys how we can cut this and add it to our finding, the 5 strand finding, and how we form that statement piece.